We're here with our sock yarn. We've designed new colors. These are quite summery, inspired by the geraniums in our garden. And a while back, we did a tutorial that we called how to knit the easiest sock in the world, which we find. Well, we find that particular sock to be the easiest sock, especially the heel, because it doesn't take that much. And I mean, once you've knitted the toe of the sock, you can do the heel because it's exactly the same thing. But we did receive a few questions, a few comments on the YouTube after we aired that episode, that some people wanted to see how we took away that marker and how we put the stitches back on the needle. Stitches. So we thought we'd show that again, or actually we didn't show it the first time, so we thought we'd show it again and show you the heel that is going to be looking, as you can see, this is the way the heel will be looking once you've done that, once it's finished.
And on this one you see the red line, that's the two needles where we knitted the heel, or where the heel will be. So we put on, we knitted in extra yarn just to mark the heel. So when you pick up the stitches for the heel, you have to look where the stitches are. And we don't take the yarn out before after, because then you can lose a lot of stitches. And when you see where the yarn is going, you see that this is the first stitch. And then you just go on, pick up every second yarn thread, like this, until you have 16 on the needle. And this is what you do on the 4 needles. You pick it up like this. We tried to take out the yarn before we picked up the stitches, but that's not a good idea. It's so easy to lose every stitch. Then the next needle, you pick up the 16 next. Because we increased when we made the sock until we had 16 stitches on each needle, because that fits our size. You can make more or less stitches. It depends on the size of your foot. So this is how we pick up stitches.
So basically that's 16. How you do it. You just
then I took the stitches above the marker, then I do the same under. Now it's a bit tight because when you pick it up it's a bit tighter, but as soon as you take the yarn out it will be fine. So I take this one over there. And then you have to get rid of the red thread. Then I pick out the red one.
And you just pull that out, right?
Yeah. So now when I do this, you see the stitches are on the needle. And I didn't lose them.
That's great.
Now I take out the last piece of the extra yarn. Then I have all the stitches on the needles. Now it's time to knit the heel. That's it.
So what does it look like now?
Now it's like this opening.
Yeah, there's an opening here, and you see on the other sock, you see how the heel goes in.
So now it's important that you have your decreasing on the heel on the same side as
the
you
toe.
had the increasing on the toe.
They should match.
So now I take the yarn and find the same place on the yarn that I used when I started. So I started where the purple went to brown, so I have to find the same place.
There it is.
And there it
Purple
is.
going to brown.
So I started the heel by knitting the brown. You can start on top or under, it doesn't matter. So I just start on this side, and then I knit one round like this, just knit 16 on each needle.
And when you do this heel, it's going to look a little bit pointy once you've finished it off, but the moment you put it on, it will shape to your foot, and eventually it won't look like that anymore. It will look like a proper heel.
Proper heel.
So that's actually quite surprising that this can actually become quite an easy sock to do, and you won't get that result in the end once you start wearing it.
And you have some sewing when you finish the heel.
You just have to sew the tip.
The tip and also
here, both sides.
on the sides. Yeah.
Oh, and here. The holes on the sides.
The holes on the side.
Yeah, there's going to be a hole there, but it's supposed to be like that, and you're supposed to just sew it.
And now you continue knitting around, and you decrease on every second round. But you have to decrease on the same side as the increasing.
Maybe you can show one round.
If not, it will
decreasing
be
before we.
Yeah. So I just knit the 4 needles, and then I show you the decreasing. Now I knitted one round with just knit, and then it's time for decreasing.
The decreasing, yeah.
So you see now the toe, and then the heel will go point in the same direction. So I have to do decreasing on this side and this side. So I start with knit 1. Then I knit 2 together like this. I just knit them together. Very simple. Then I knit the rest of the needle, the stitches on this needle.
Mm-hmm.
Just normal knitting. Then I go to the second needle, and then I will do the decreasing
in the end of the row.
In the end of the row. So you knit until you have 3 stitches left on the needle.
And we've already posted the pattern for this sock. It's available in our website. Just look for how to knit the easiest sock in the world. We've also done the tutorial that shows basically how to do the sock. And now that you got a little tutorial on the heel, it should be easy to do this sock. And then once you've done one, you'll need to do a second one. So you'll get lots of practice with this one.
Now I have 3 left on the second needle. So I knit the 2 together. And then I knit the last one. So now I've done the 2 first. That's under the foot. Now I take the 2 next. So I start with knit 1 on the 3rd needle and knit 2 together, and I do exactly the same. I knit all the way, how you say? I knit the rest of the stitches, just knit. And then on the 4th needle, the last needle on this round, I knit until I have 3 left. And then I knit 2 together and I knit 1. So 3 left, knit these 2 together, and then I knit 1. So now I did 1 round with decreasing, and then you just continue like this. Now the next round you just knit all the stitches, and then again on the next one you decrease. So it's very easy. And when you finish, it will look like this. So it's very important that you have the toe pointing in the same direction as the heel. And then you have some stitching to do, and then you have a sock.
Then you have the
It's
easiest
easy.
sock in the world.
That's it.